Thanks, Ollie. What an idiot. Do you know, there's always something I forget. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yes, you must be able to hear me now. Okay. Let's start again. So we're going to do a 10k run on Zwift as a tempo workout. But before I do that, I'm going to calibrate my foot pod because I haven't calibrated it for a while. Good. I'm glad you can hear me now. I haven't calibrated the foot pod for a while, so I noticed last night that it was a bit off. So I'm going to see if I can get it any better than it is, and so I'll show you how to do that as well. If you don't know how to calibrate on Zwift, it's fairly straightforward, but it can be a little bit finicky. Because you need to be at the right tempo, the right pace for Zwift to be able to calibrate. And then once it's calibrated, if you go too fast or too slow, your foot pod is going to be off anyway because you've calibrated at a certain speed. But there we are. That's just the way it is. Turn the treadmill on and let's stick. Oh, come on. So sometimes Zwift does take a little while to load up, especially on the PC. For some reason, on the Mac, it just loads up straight away, but on the PC, it doesn't have to take a long time sometimes. Here we are, we're going to log in now. Auto logs in, which is good. And we're on London. Okay, fair enough. Right, so I don't know if you can see my mouse here. In fact, what we'll do, actually, before we do that, let me turn to the main Zwift screen because you can't actually see what's going on there at all. So there's Zwift. Okay, so now I need to go back out of that and go to the menu. Let's just press run and then go to menu and pair. Over here on the right, you see where it says pair. Click that, and then there's a little spanner icon here. I'm going to click that, and okay, search Garmin foot pod. Oh, what's that foot pod there? 1463. That's interesting. Ant Plus foot pod 1463. I haven't got another foot pod in here. That's odd, isn't it? I don't know what that is. If anyone knows what that foot pod is, then let me know. Okay, so we go OK, and then let's click that again. Right, there we are. Okay. Choose a running speed. It says 10 kilometers per hour, so that's good. That's what we want because that's around about my kind of easy pace. Maybe I should, if I'm going to do it tempo, maybe I should bump it up a bit. Maybe I should calibrate at 12. What do you think? Let's go in between. Let's go for 11. Let's go for 11. Right, we'll calibrate at 11. Click next. And now I need to set my treadmill and my watch actually, just to make sure I know where I'm going. And let's start. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's put that right up to 6 already. So this is going to be, this is a little tricky because actually what I should do is have that over the start button there just in case. Right, and then now we need to go right up to 11 without dropping the keyboard and without falling over. Need to warm up just a little bit, can't go straight up to 11. 15, Liam? No, I don't think so. Although that is my normal running pace, Liam, I don't think I shall calibrate at 15. Right, treadmill now says 11. So let's see how accurate the treadmill is. Oh, I've just remembered why I do 10. Because at 10 kilometers an hour, I know on my watch that's exactly 6 minutes per kilometer. Should I go back? Or should we just cut? No, right, we'll trust the treadmill. We'll trust the treadmill and we'll calibrate at 11. on the treadmill, and here we go, start. So 60 seconds. And then what I can do is when I start running proper, I can check it on my watch and see how near they are, how they match up. Halfway through. So it's quite a simple process really. It's just you've got to make sure that if you want it to be accurate, you've got to make sure that your treadmill or your watch is right, so that when you say you're running at 11 kilometers an hour, you actually are running at 11 kilometers an hour. Okay, stop. So that's calibration done. So we can see how well that turns out. Okay, so we've done 400 meters already. I'm just going to go and change a few things before we start running proper. That wore me out that little bit. Okay, so let's put some music on. Okay, that's music. And let's put my camera angles on so you get a different view. Makes it a bit more interesting to look at. And let's just have a look and see how many drop frames. No drop frames. That was good. So the quality of this stream should be okay. Now what's going on there? Why is my camera not there? That's not good, is it? We don't want that to happen. We want it to be this. Okay. Right, I'm just going to bear with me 1 second while I just do something quick. I'm going to add a video capture source. Which one is it? It's that one, isn't it? Click OK, and then go down. That's right there. Okay, so hopefully that will work next time. Let's just go back to Zwift for you. See, one of the problems with streaming is that you just get caught in this cycle of sorting stuff out all the time. So that seems to be working. I think we've got some music, we've got sound on the mic, we're streaming okay, no drop frames at the moment. Please let me know if it cuts out, if it's jittery, if the quality really is poor, because if you've followed any of my streams, you know that I just suffer with poor quality a lot of the time. Not talking about my running. My running is obviously exemplary. Right, let's go. Oh no, I'm going to do a workout, aren't I? I'm not just running. Let's go to workouts. Right. What am I talking about? E. On here. Should bring out the workout menu. There we are. Tempo run. 4 mile tempo run. We want to do 6 mile tempo run. Now that'll do. That'll do. Okay. So I've pressed E on the keyboard. That's brought up the workout menu. And I've chosen the top one, which is a 4 mile tempo run. 8.85 kilometers, take me 41 minutes, and then I'll add another kilometer or so on just to make it up to 10k. And gosh, I'm going to be running at quite a pace, aren't I? Blimey. Okay, well let's do it and see how we manage. Oh dear. Why did you break it? Why did I break what, Mark? I haven't broken anything. Ask me. I don't know what you think I've broken. Right. Okay. Workout menu. It's done. I'm there. Done. Let's go. Let's go. Right. Now we're going to run. We are now going to run. Go stretch 6. And there we go. Yes, Richard, get back to work. So my running buddy Richard is watching whilst he's at work, which surely is highly illegal, especially if he's up a tree. You madman. Okay. So you can see in the middle there, currently it says I'm running at about 9 kilometers an hour, which is what the treadmill is saying. That's good, isn't it? And we need to be at 10.8 for the warm-up. So I shall just slowly, gradually get up to that. So increase to 10 point something or other. I'll take my own sweet time about this. You can see at the bottom of the screen, there is a grey shaded area and a red line. You might be able to guess the red line is my heart rate. So you can see where I've done the calibration and then where I've stopped and now where I've started again, and the grey shaded area is my pace. And they should kind of match each other. So when the pace goes up, my heart rate goes up. See my heart rate up there in the middle, 134, 35 beats per minute. I'm not going as fast as it tells me to go at the moment. About 10.5 kilometers an hour I'll put the treadmill to. I have a feeling this is going to kill me, isn't it? Oh well. So you can see a little TV screen in front of me, a little grey TV screen, and that indicates to everyone else that I'm doing a workout, and you'll see other people on bikes going past with screens in front of them, and that tells me they're doing a workout. Workouts are relatively new on Zwift Running, so I'm still testing them all out. I haven't done them all yet. I've done 3 or 4 of them, and no doubt they'll be added to soon. So we're gradually creeping up to where it wants me to be. But you know what? I'd be perfectly happy running the whole thing at this pace. How I'm going to manage running way faster is beyond me. So on the left hand side you can see what it's going to ask me to do. At the moment we're doing a 1 mile warm up, and then it wants me to do 4 miles at 14.5 kilometers an hour. Bloody hell. Right, I'm telling you now, I don't know if I can do that. Hang on. Your water bottles are like a before and after of Zwift. Yes, that's the idea. Old logo, new logo. Okay, so yes, it wants me to do 4 miles at 14.5 kilometers an hour. I am not sure I will do that. I know it's a mental game, and outside I can do that, but indoors on the treadmill I might struggle a bit with that, but I'll see how far I get, but please don't kill me if I decide to slow down a bit, because I think, and if I'm trying to talk as well, it's quite tough. It's my own fault for choosing this workout, isn't it? Let me know again, please, how the stream is looking for you. Is it choppy? Is it broken? Does it cut out? Is the music too loud? Is my voice distorting? All of those things I need to straighten out and make sure I give you the best Zwift running stream I can. Right, we're nearly up at where Zwift wants me to be, 13.1 kilometers an hour. So I am looking at Facebook chat. If you want to talk to me, ask me a question. Do be aware though, I could quite easily fall off the treadmill. If I look at Facebook. Oh, warm up, I'm already tired. So I will try and talk you through Zwift a little bit. But in 400 meters, you can see there, the grey bar moving across. In 400 meters, we're gonna have to start going a bit faster and I will be out of breath. Yeah, see, I'm used to running park run, which is 3 miles at around 4 kilometers an hour. No, 4 minutes per kilometer, sorry. And at the moment, my watch is telling me I'm running 4:10 per kilometer, so that's about as fast as I'm really wanting to go, to be perfectly honest. I'll probably need to change my settings. You can do that, it's all manual if you want to. You can go in and change your pace settings. So I'd be very surprised if I manage more than a couple of miles at 14.5. I'll bring it down. Okay, so we've gone through a blue banner. You can see the colour of my screen has changed. So that now means I'm in the actual workout session as opposed to warm up or cool down. $3.55 per kilometre. That's park run pace for me. So that would be 3 miles max at this pace, outdoors. See the Shard in the distance there? This London course is based on the Ride Prudential course. Ride London. You can see how the tempo is changing. And that is all to do with slippage on the treadmill mat and cadence. You can drag the treadmill along a bit. See at the top there, I've run 2.7 odd kilometres in 14 minutes. I've got 5.67 to go before cool down. I may well start my cool down way before that. So my watch is telling me I'm running at 3:55. Zwift is saying 4.06 per kilometre. You see my name in blue there. So I think I'm running faster than Zwift thinks I am. Even though we've just calibrated. There's the London Eye. So when it's like this, tempo run, you've really got to relax. You see my heart rate's 170. That's working hard. So I need to relax my shoulders, head up. Just try and chill out a bit and let the miles tick by. Okay, park run to go. So that's 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes. I'll let the direction go automatically. See at the bottom there, I've got a choice of where to go. Thanks for the ride on 8 Bayliss. Just leaving Trafalgar Square. .356 for that kilometre on my watch. I'm not touching the treadmill. You can see how much the speed is varying. That's not Zwift, that's the treadmill. Thanks for the ride on Lansford. Relax, head up. Shoulders down, arms moving forward. Allow the oxygen into your lungs. Big workout there, big group workout going by. Okay, let's see if we can do another kilometre at this pace. One more. Heart rate creeping up, 176. I wouldn't recommend, thanks for the ride on Ribot, I wouldn't recommend tempo running at this pace if you're about my speed. It needs to be a bit slower than this. .356 again for that kilometre. Back into Trafalgar Square, crowds cheering on the left there. And up the Mall towards Buckingham Palace. Foot pod battery low. Interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely going to slow it down in 300 metres. Too fast for me today. Okay, I'm going to slow it down, have a rest, and then speed up a little bit again. Maybe if we go back up to 14.5 for the last kilometre. Oh dear. Yeah, very tiring, that speed. Maybe outside, but not indoors on the treadmill. Not today anyway. The speedo is in red because it says, it's telling me I'm not at a good enough speed to complete this workout successfully. 4:08 on my watch for that kilometre. And by the way, I have got the doors open of the shed, so I am spitting outside. If you do want to ask me any questions, Facebook chat, I can see. Heart rate still at 172. If you've never seen Zwift before, do ask. I repeat myself a lot on this channel about how to get into Zwift, how to get running, how to get cycling. Heart rate's still up there, so that's good enough for tempo, isn't it? You don't want to be at max heart rate because that's anaerobic, that's all out, but you want to be working your heart well in a tempo run. According to my watch, I'm doing 4:25 per kilometre. Outside, that's a relatively comfortable pace. Indoors, it's still hard. Thanks HK for the ride on. You can see all the races on the right hand side of the screen there. And HK, thanks Bluin. HK is riding, so he's probably not watching my stream, as is S Bootin down there, or Bluin. So the kilometre per hour in the middle there is 13.2, but it's black, which means that Zwift is quite happy with that margin of error. $4.23 for that kilometre on my watch. So about a mile to go before we cool down. Heart rate is coming down a bit now, except when I talk. Heading back towards Buckingham Palace. We turned around at the head of Oxford Street at Marble Arch. Okay. Right, Terry. Terry's going to try and get running on Zwift and on his bike. Well done, buddy. Thank you for the ride on L. Johnson. And S. Tennant, thank you. Do please subscribe to the Runs and Rides YouTube channel, Zwift Runs and Rides. All my races and rides and runs on Zwift are streamed on there. If you like real life running, outdoors, marathons and ultras, I do a lot of films at filmmyrun.com, or the YouTube channel is Film My Run. I don't think I've got the energy, guys, to ramp it up anymore. Sorry. $176, look. Be killing myself to go into the 180s. I've got a race on Saturday in Wales called the Brecon Beacons Ultra. Thank you, M. White, for your ride on. $900 meters to go at this pace. Thanks, Gellerts, for the ride on, buddy. You see the bracket around his name, B. That means he's a B cat rider. A cat are the really good riders. B cat are not too bad riders. I'm a C cat, fairly rubbish. Less than 2 laps of a track. Thanks for the ride on, Suk. Hi and Suk. This has hurt, definitely. Gonna readjust my pace settings, or maybe I'm just being a wimp. I don't know. Half a kilometre to go. $400 meters is once round your standard running track. Thanks, Thomas. Tom 8, Thomas Bunce. Get back to work, you lazy lout. 250 meters. Usain Bolt can do 200 meters in 19 seconds. I don't think I'm going to beat it. Big Ben doesn't look like that at the moment, covered in scaffolding. There's the finish line. Oh, I'm knackered. That was hard. Cheers, Doug. Doug Hahn. Get on Zwift Running, buddy. $4:16 for that kilometre. We're going to do 10 kilometres all in, but Zwift will stop, have to restart, not from 0 kilometres, but it comes up with the menu screen at the end of the workout. We'll try and meet the cool down tempo on the way down. There you go. Heart rate coming down, 167. Half a kilometre to the end of the workout. So, what are the lessons learned from today? Well, make sure your pace settings are correct so that when you do run, it's not too fast and not too slow for you. Also, make sure your calibration is as near as damn it. I think mine kind of is. You know, you can alter it to some degree, but at the end of the day, it's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be bang on. And you just have to accept that. We're on a game. Zwift is a game. So you just have to chill out, not worry about it too much. Tom says his brain's fried. It's in the middle of the day, mate. My wife will be at running club tonight, not me, because I've done this. So we'll run for 1 more kilometre. That's a little glitch, that little white line there, that is the end banner. 200 metres to go before I see that proper. Sometimes does that. Once again, guys, let me know how the stream has been for you. Has it been glitchy? Look, I'm running with my finish banner. Has the sound been okay? Music alright? Just give me a comment down below, let me know. I'm always trying to improve the quality of the stream. Hopefully I'll have had no dropped frames today. I've altered some settings It seemed to work all right in the end last night after a long period of trial and error. There's the finish banner, so we'll have to stop in a second and then we'll just start up for the last 800 metres or so, just because I'm a bit of a geek and I like to have round numbers sometimes. Interestingly, the treadmill thinks I've only done 8.7 kilometres. My watch says I've done 9.7 and Zwift says I've done 9.2 or 3 or something. Okay, so we say okay to this. We're happy with that. Thank you very much, workout. That's done. But we're not going to stop. So we start a treadmill up again. 3, 2, 1. And it starts up and we bump it up to 9 straight away. You can see my heart rate's been pretty steadily rising, hasn't it? And then just a little fall in that 9th kilometre. So 106, 155, 168, 72, 75, 75, 74, 76, 73. So now you can see we've changed to the normal running screen. There's no workout information there. Top left is my heart rate now, 146. So it's really come down now that we've stopped and we're going relatively slowly. We're just going to pump it up a little bit. Where were you, Thomas Bunce, at the seafront intervals last Tuesday? That's what I want to know. Lazy. Oh no, you were on the track, weren't you? Sorry. Apologies. Apologies. So we'll just do 500 more metres just to round it up to 10 kilometres. I don't mind the London course. If you've not seen Zwift before, this is one of 3 courses. The other ones are Richmond in the USA, which is another real world course. But then you've got Watopia, which is an imaginary island. And it's a playground of adventure for the Zwift programmers, where they can create whatever they like, and it is, without doubt, the best course to go on. At the moment, there's no official way to change courses at will. You have to go with what's offered up to you on a weekly basis. There is a hack that you can use to get into the other worlds, but you can go and discover that for yourself if you're interested. Back up to 165. That's because I'm tired. It's not the pace I'm running now, it's because of the previous pace. So guys, get yourself a treadmill, get access to one, go to your local gym, take your iPod, your iPad, your iPhone, get yourself a Bluetooth foot pod, start running on Zwift. Or you can do it at home on the PC or the Mac with a little USB dongle, an Ant Plus dongle. You plug that into your computer and you get a normal standard Garmin foot pod that transmits Ant Plus signal, and that'll get you on Zwift on the PC or Mac. And then very soon, if you've got Apple TV, you'll be able to run and cycle in your lounge on Apple TV, and that will most likely be the simplest way to get access to Zwift. So although that was hard work, I enjoyed that. It is good to push yourself, but it's also good to know when it's just a bit too much. If I was coaching somebody and I asked them to do a tempo run, I'd say your tempo run needs to be anywhere between 150 and 175 BPM heart rate. Anything over 175 really is anaerobic, and you'd be in zone 5 of your heart rate, and that's not a tempo run. Okay. There we are. We're all done. That was harder than I expected. More difficult than I wanted it to be. I was waiting for a nice kind of easy tempo run. You know, nothing too difficult. But it didn't work out like that, and that was hard work. I really enjoyed it, but yeah, I definitely need a shower now. New logo, old logo, Apple. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Like I said, please subscribe to the YouTube Film My Run channel for real runs and rides, real runs in the real world, ultras, marathon distance, trail races. I film a lot of those. And then if you want to see more Zwift, if you want to see me doing more workouts, if you want to see me cycling, which I occasionally actually do, then subscribe to the Zwift Runs and Rides YouTube channel. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you again. Oh dear. Take care, guys.